Okay, I am back. The investigation is complete. I did find the source of the music. We have ourselves an African choir in the dining room. This is African polka, so we're going to get a bit of Shosa Losa. And the Pommy can sing, Yabba Dabba Doo. Moto under the gun.
That's what I'm saying. This is not recording. What has happened to
So we got our mobile camera unit out there. I think that's Bongi giving us pictures from the live camera. Moto has a hand at last. Good for you, young fella. No pressure with the camera in your face. Standard race. Moto looks actually very small next to Lambo in that chair. Ahmed gets away from his 4-2. King forward to Jared. What's Clive got here? King Jack. He'll be calling on the button. Cricket ball, Clive. He calls the ball the antidote. Looks down at his chips and decides that he's going to smooth call this. Yep. Nicky gets out of the way in the small blind. Big blind for Edgar. Queen Jack, and he'll come along, and we'll have a 3-ball here go into the flop. Jack 8-5. So Clive and Edgar both hit. Clive with a better kicker, of course. Nothing really doing for our friend Moto. Clive bets out 80k, I think. Edgar's got a jack here with a queen. Similar hand earlier. That's a call. Moto will get out of the way for sure. Yep. And we'll go to the turn card. That'll slow down the action a little bit. So Edgar's checked his option. Clive checks his option. Both players respecting the ace on board. And Diamond Flush gets there as well. Edgar bets 150. Look at Clive, he's in a world of pain again. And Clive's got the best hand. And, you know, Edgar is not bluffing here. It's a semi-bluff, but with equity at showdown. And when I talk about equity at showdown, what I mean is that he has a pair of jacks. And there's an 8 on the river, so there's 2 pair there. He already knows that Clive is frustrated, so he hasn't got a set, because he would have snapped him off. He knows that Clive hasn't got the ace, because he would have probably called by now. So he's put him on a jack of some description. Clive's going to fold this. Edgar can rep an 8. Edgar can rep a full house. Edgar can rep an ace. Edgar can rep anything here, including the flush. So Clive's going to, what am I beating? What am I beating? You're beating everything, Clive. Oh, dear. I feel for you, brother. I feel. It's just such a bad board texture for King Jack. And, you know, Edgar just looking up to the sky, not listening to any of Clive's chatter. And Clive's in a world of pain again. And through no fault of his own, to be fair to him. See, Clive is a purist when he comes to poker, and he'll be doing the numbers. Is he priced in? Is he priced out? Whatever, whatever. And those chips nearly went forward there. So Clive's asking himself out loud, what 8s do you call with? Ace 8 suited? Pocket 8s? But think of the action, Clive. What went on? What went on? I'll tell you what, Clive's going to call and he's going to celebrate. Punch the air, Clive. Come on, do it for me.
You got lucky.
I got like
It's a chop. It's a chop.
It's a chop. It's a chop. You got lucky.
That's not a. Yes, it is a chop. Sorry, it is a chop.
You got lucky.
Jeez, I didn't even realise it was a chop. But fun. It was fun. I did have fun.
Too good, eh?
doesn't fold this one.
I'm too good, eh?
Ever.
What do you mean doesn't fall? Yo, what you did didn't make sense. Maybe no
My technical team, who are growing poker buds, wanted to know why that was a chop.
Making the calls, I'm making
Because the
guess.
board was paired
Big difference.
and they had jacks and etc. I'll explain later. We don't want the poker public to know, because then they'll think we're smart in here.
Last time he called me a pocket fives with like a king ace
Last time
board.
you made a shit call.
Mr. Gerard Sullivan, get off your telephone on my table, please.
Hey, call it right, eh?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't say.
I'm doubting that.
There you go. Bye-bye. Thank you, Mr. Sullivan. And for the people who have recently joined us on the stream, we don't have telephones on the table for several reasons. Number one, nobody can be accused of calling anybody and getting information. Number two, it affects the RFID readers and gives us bad pictures. Number three, it's not a good optic to have telephones on the table, and we're sending these pictures out worldwide. Number four, I don't like it. So that's a good enough reason. I'm just joking. It's a Monsterjam rule. It's to do with the integrity of the game and the optics provided in our pictures that we send out across the globe. So the chop is all good. Little fist pump from the two players. Back on the horse, and Clive here with King 7 in the cut-off. These will be in the muck. Nicky has picked up Ace-Jack, so we'll see a raise here. 55,000. Price of poker's going up. Still 2 minutes to go on the level, so the price increase arrived early. Moto folds, and the action is around two. That's it. Nick gets it through.
I remember that.
No, but that's why you put such a big bet. It was the same obvious that you're trying to steal it. You put a smaller bet over the folder.
Gary, can you please just give
That'll
these
work
guys,
with,
Gary,
feature, not a guy
Gary,
that's
please can you give these
gonna
guys some microphones here? They're breaking down the hand of everyone.
But I guarantee you, it will work both ways. So look, the bet was just too big that time. A little smaller over the folder.
Pants got pulled out.
20,000 to play.
Breaking for lunch.
So we're back to the feature table here. Ahmed with the Queen Jack,
50,000 to play.
and I suspect that Ahmed's going to play this. Raises up to 50. Gerald with the Ace Jack suited. And that's a re-raise by the look of it.
It's 125.
125.
All in.
So Moto's all in, and pretty sure that once Gerard's got a count here, he's going to call this off.
That's 20 in the pot, remember?
Did you say 178? Okay, we've got a serious number problem here.
I think it's 313 when I was 20, not 303.
So it's an extra 10.
I think, yeah, it's 313. I mean, I don't know. I just.
Still have to go. I think you're right.
You had 313, right? 313,000. Something, yeah. Not 303. I mean,
Right, there we go. Alright.
Ahmed is not all in.
He's reaching for from Japan.
So Gerald has called, and we're going to the flop.
I love it. Something for everyone.
8, 9, 10 jack. So the guys are, he's up and down, but there's a jack here for Gerald. There's a queen, so straight for Moto. And Gerald needs a heart on the river, and that's not going to come. And Moto will double up.
He's gonna have to double check it. He's gonna have to.
I'm happy with that. I just need the total. What's it?
Total
178.
188.
Okay, so you made it.
You made a mistake.
About 50 euros and then 150 for
That wasn't 145 something.
King? Where's
Yeah,
King?
you raised to 120.
125. Yes, that's 50.
Okay, that's
50 for the 125 for Jared. Yeah. Put my big blind and my empty.
I was greedy asking for the action card for everyone else.
No. Yeah, but that's his chips anyway. But that's his chips anyways. That's what you did. You pulled in that. You pulled in the
But it
small
was his
blind.
chips anyway,
That's
so that's
what it should be. No,
Oh,
no,
okay,
Dave put in for chip. Yeah, it's a chance. It was 188.
188.
Awesome, bro.
There you go. Oh, it's a pot. Yeah.
Okay, blinds it up, 12, 24.
Blinds are up 12.24. What is that? 12.24, yeah.
Okay, so they've sorted out the mathematics on the screen, and it looks like we've got it sorted. It was a table discrepancy, so they're busy now fixing that up. Okay, so we've got a new streamer online, Mr. Mark Powell. My word, a blast from the past. Mark and I were rugby buddies, or still are rugby buddies, I suppose. And Mark and I play rugby. I've got to tell you now, this is going to be pretty frightening for most people out there. Around the late 70s, early 80s, and late 80s. And we played at the same schoolboys, of course, the old Caterhamians down there in Surrey in the United Kingdom. And Porky, as he's known to his brothers, is just the nicest of fellows, also a fellow rugby referee. And nice to see you taking an interest in the poker, Mark. So, wow. Blast from the past, and a Facebook friend, and nice to see you online. John Ambrosi joined, come out of hiding, I see, John. Maybe the All Blacks must have won today. Nice to see you online. No doubt you'll be here for the main event later on this afternoon, and we'll see your beautiful wife Rosa also. So Gerald with 10-3 here.
24,000 to play.
He's out the way. Nikonoi is also out the way. Moto is folded. Daniel Lamberti with the King Jack here in the small blind. And that's a raise up to 55,000. Ahmed, we've not got his keys, his cards, but we'll see what action he takes. And that's a call. The blind levels have gone up 12,024, 20,000 on the big blind, 55 minutes to run on the level. Flop comes 2 hearts and a 7, 6, 3, 7. Lambo needs to continue here and continue to tell the story. He checks.
Check. Check a bet.
Another small card. So no help.
Check. Check a bet. Bet. It's 50,000. 50,000 to play.
And Daniel will probably get away from this.
Fold.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't see Ahmed's cards. for whatever reason. But we'll move on. 55,000 on the again there, and pictures brought to you by Cardstream South Africa, and of course Sun International in partnership with the Monsterjam Poker Tour, organising the events that we're lucky enough to be streaming. We're here in the beautiful Sun International Times Square Casino, also the Maslow Hotel and the entertainment arena beside us. And on behalf of Cardstream, thank you for looking after us. On behalf of Monsterjam and the Poker Tour generally, thank you Sun International for all you do in support of the Poker Tour. So our under the gun player will be Clive Kickia. He folds. Nick with Queen 10 will certainly be playing here.
Raise 56,000.
56,000 is the raise with the Queen 10. 4-2 Edgar folds. And Moto has got the kings here. And Moto's sitting on 900,000, so he's not going to shove here, but I like a re-raise here. Maybe just up to 100.
Re-raise. So 170,000.
170, wow.
170,000.
Lambo's ace-jack goes in the muck.
Fold.
And I'm pretty sure Lambo was calling there until Moto popped up on the screen. Pretty big bet for Nick to call off here. It is a suited Queen 10, but I think he can fold this. Yeah. And it's not often you'll see Nick fold to following the raise from himself. So well played Moto. And Moto moves up the batting order. And he's up to 1.1 million. Amazing, after just a couple of hands, things can change. Okay, Nick is our under the gun player.
Play.
Nick folds. Edgar with the pocket eights. Raised up.
60,000. 60,000 to play.
Daniel with the Queen 10 and the cut-off. Decides to fold. That's a fold from Ahmed. Fold for Jack 10. Big blinds, city connectors. Clive's not folding here for sure.
36,000 more. Four.
King 4-3. Two clubs. Clive on a draw. Pocket eight still holding. Six of hearts. And looks like Clive's going to bet the draw here.
5,000.
Edgar comes along with his pocket eights. Clive needs any ace, any club, any 10, any 9. King of diamonds won't do it. Pocket eights are good. Yeah, if Clive checks here, he's going to lose the hand. And Clive was saying another misdraw.
Five, small blind. Big blind, sir.
Welcome to Andrew Anthony, another one of our streamers back online.
$24,000 to play. Fold. 24,000. Fold. 24,000. Fold. 24,000 to play. Raise to 55,000. 55,000 to play. Total.
So Gerald 55 to call. It says here Gerald's folded, so I don't know what's happening there.
Call.
Clive is called.
55,000.
So Ahmed raised at 55. Clive is called, and Nick with the pocket nines is to act.
Re-raised. Fold. Total is 184. Fold.
So full fold. Nick will pick up the pot. Okay, we've lost our internet here, so I'm just going to step away and try and get it fixed.
Small blind.
No, I'm saying I could move one.
Just put the blind, sir.
Yeah.
It's missing anything. That's all. That's all.
4,000 to play. Fold. Fold. 24,000 to play.
What did you have? Jack D. Yeah, it's a big call. 120,000. Cool next up.
Raise to 55,000. 55,000 to play.
What's the number? Come check. 99. Please call me.
Re-raised to 130. Fold. Fold. 130 to play. Fold. Fold. Total is 130. Fold.
24 to play. Fold. 24,000 to play. Fold. 24,000 to play. Raise. 100,000. 100,000 to play. Fold. Total is 100,000. Fold. Fold.
Zo steep.
Ja.
Goed weer kind. Hier zo. Hier
Nine.
And the wall is on here.
Fine, I got it. Just the APT from part of
24,000 to play. Fold. 24 to play. Fold. 24,000 to play. Fold, fold, fold. 12,000 more to play. Raise. To 64,000. 40,000 more to play. Call. 64,000. Check up it. Check. Check up it. Check. Check up it. Check. Check up it. Bet. 80,000. 80,000 bet. Call. Check up bet. Check. Check up bet. Bet. 200,000. 200,000 to play. 24,000 to play. Fold. 24,000 to play. Fold. Fold. Raise to 60,000. 60,000 to play. All in. Fold. Fold. 380. 380 more.
Not strong enough. A little bit less. 250 I call for. On 24,000. 24,000 to play. Fold. Fold. 24,000 to play. All in. Fold. 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 $24,000 to play. Fold. Fold. 24,000 to play. Fold. 24,000 to play. Fold. 24,000 to play. Raise. It's 55,000. Fold. Total 55,000.
5,000 model. Cool.
Yeah. Good one, eh? They don't do the same day as the other two. Yeah, they don't. Same day as the other two. She gave me the two little ones. She asked me if I'd want.
Check. Check or bet?
Yeah, they don't do this.
Bet. It's 85,000. 85,000 to play. Call. 85. Check, sir. Check. Check or bet? Check.
So I am back. I've been speaking with the IT people trying to get our feed back up and running. So apologies for any information you've lost, and apologies for any information you're potentially going to lose in the future. Unfortunately, and I just explained, and no blame here, that our Sun International partners provide us with an uplink for internet, and we supply the stream through that upload. And sometimes it goes down through circumstances beyond people's control. So that's what's happening. We have got a backup internet, but very, very limited in speed, and that is a problem for us.
I think you call 100.
I would have bet the 10 if I didn't hit the edge.
No, I know.
Come on,
If it was 7, I would have bet 225.
Yeah, you would have. I'm saying try to steal it on the river. You call, right?
It's a calling 100,000 for middle
People are insane.
belly busters, yeah.
That's a pocket 100.
King high board. People bluffing with 10 hearts. Madness what's going on.
Raising, hitting 85,
10 odds. So
10 off.
24,000 to play. Fold. Fold. 24 to play.
Okay, that last graphic was also wrong.
Raise.
Ahmed has got definitely more than 8 big blinds, trust me.
I thought you knew you were ahead. You thought you were ahead.
Looks like Ahmed is actually the chip leader, so I have no idea. We will get an accurate chip count in 26 minutes, but for the minutes, I think he's got about 1.8 million. I think. I have been away from the table for a while, so I've been unable to track this.
the wall for a poker player to wake up every night.
They have that again. They try to play every
Yeah, sure. But I mean, surely once you get there, you just gotta fucking get over it, you know? I mean, when I say get over like chasing or stuff like that. Something else, for sure.
it's not worth the upside. I swear, I think the upside worth the downside. Literally, I had nightmares for about 2-3 months.
After.
Every single night, dreaming about it.
Oh.
Imagining up there, imagining so just imagining I
In
win.
2016, in the millionaire match, I came 1,900 spot. Kilo pot was like 12,000.
Okay, flop is ace 5-7, 2 clubs.
Check.
Like some
Check or bet?
check.
Bet. Check. Check or bet?
Board pairs. King high good. And Daniel's king high be good if it checks around here.
Jack nine.
That's my worst thing.
No, man, I'll avoid your king. Wait until you check the river, then I can do it.
Jack 8.
I would have kept this if it was
I played with Monday with some of the oaks on your poker group. Played with Brett.
Oh, you never met them before?
Just seen it on the group. Like a Brett I knew from, like he used to play poker, eh?
Celeste. Celeste. It's like a redone. It's the old Sahara.
Personally,
10 minutes off.
Is this the last year at the Rio, eh?
apparently, there was some
Going.
big article about it.
Okay, so we're off to the next hand. We apologise for any discrepancies in the chip counts. We will resolve this,
They booked the
Venetian at the bottom. They've got
and hopefully it doesn't interrupt in your poker viewing. Daniel with ace 4 here.